trade towards that high, towards your rejection block, and we get perfect entry here, and literally around 7R on that. Okay. The reason I didn't take this was just because I wanted slightly bit higher. I wanted this high swept out before, and I honestly completely ignored the fact that we have already taken it. That's why I'm starting to keep my entries all super mechanical, right? If this high is already protected, there's no reason for me to just fade this for no reason. It just made no sense to fade it, okay? On this, we don't end up fully, well, actually, we deliver pretty slowly here. And the way you can trade this after this high is put in is the same way you traded this high, right? Now we have new high put in. We're gonna have this slow delivery. It's fine. You can still end up catching an entry. You wait for that same exact thing on the lower time frame. You can do it on any time frame. Obviously, higher time frame is going to be higher probability and easier to catch, but same thing happens here. We open higher at this 10 a.m. candle, right? Expecting the 4 hour to open high, low close. And that's exactly what we did. And then yes, we do come retest this area, but if this is our true high, true 4 hour high, what are we gonna do? We're gonna continue to hold this high until draw is met. So overall, until the draw is met and until we flip order flow, until we flip this price back up, and we stop respecting, bearish gaps, bearish PD arrays, and creating the opposite ones, all these gaps and all these highs are going to hold. Okay, so you have to be able to, frame it like that and not ignore what you are given, right? Yes, we've dumped all day, overnight, but you can't go into the morning being like, I want to see a rebalance and push higher into the 4 hour gap and then go lower, right? You can't do that because what's price telling you? It wants to just completely hold every single leg and go lower until what? Until daily objective is met, and that was what? The weekly gap. And after that, we get a push back to the range and then consolidation.
Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen. I got a little insight on this too.
Yeah. Gotcha. I'm using 2 hour, 2 hour. The 4 hour? Oh, the one that was, I know what you're talking about. The unmitigated 4 hour. You never retrace to it. In Asia? Yeah. I mean, you just can't expect that high. That's something I had to, kind of reflect on as well.
And it's something that's going to be really important looking at this also, and is going to make it a lot more simple, is marking out this, right?
I
Marking
don't think your
out.
screen is good.
Oh, wait, 1 second. I need to share my shit. Is marking out this 4 hour open, right? This one right here. After this candle right here, what do we know about this candle? We know that this candle is strong enough to close past all of this, right? And if we think that this is like where buy orders are resting, and we are going to close past that, we are showing like, bearish narrative. And not only that, but after this 4 hour open, we get another strong push down, the 6 a.m. So if this is the 4 hour high that we want to hold, this one right here, and we're going into market open, then this is the 4 hour high that put in, right? Right here. Now, not only can you kind of just call this any PD array you want, right? I mean, realistically, not only is it a rejection block right here, but it is a, 15-minute rejection block also. That previous swept this high right here. Also an order block, right? That's what you're going to find the rejection blocks and the order blocks or whatever to be the same thing. I don't really even think about that. The most important part is that this is the 4-hour high that we put in pre-market. And we know that this high, or this candle right here, is super duper bearish. So for us to break past up here and maybe draw towards these highs, that means that we would have to basically completely ignore the fact that we had already put in a 4-hour high, and going down to the 5-minute, within that 4-hour high, us manipulating up, breaking structure towards the downside and putting in a new low. And then not only that, but going like this and putting in another new low. So if we can sit here and be like, well, this is the 4-hour high right now with the information we have, because that's all we can, execute on. And we're going to push all the way up into an order block while sweeping, something out. And then within that, this is the 30-minute open, right? So this is the 30-minute wick. If we think that this 30-minute wick is going to reject off this order block, and we put in a 5-minute high at that 9:30, so a high within the 4-hour high, within a PD array, and we go down and we sweep this out and show rejection, right? Especially rejection like this. I don't give a fuck how you entered. You could have entered off this. You could have entered off this. You could have entered off this. Let's look at the 3-minute, right? Like, could have entered, like, boom, perfect, beautiful. Held to the objective. Right? The point is that we think we are going to continue this 4-hour candle. And for us to break past this high that was already put in would then show us that we don't really even want to go lower. And then if we don't want to go lower, then that kind of means that this whole idea is just false. And for this whole idea to be false on the higher time frame with your conviction, then you just either don't trade or you're just on the wrong side of the market. Right? So I would take this short with the know-how of, if we go higher, then I'm just going to get off for the day. Right? I'm done. But it played out fucking beautifully, exactly how this played out, except this is the top of the day. Right? We are playing a daily continuation off the sweep, right? We are playing this wick. And so you're catching the top of the 4-hour candle, right? That has not yet been put in. When I entered off this last night, right? This was the open of the 4-hour. And we push up and push back down, right? I got a good entry up here, but open high, low close. Now, right here, we have already pushed up on this 4-hour that opened at 6. And so this is just a continuation of this daily move. Instead of catching the top of it, if you want to catch a continuation on the daily, then stack that up with a continuation of the same price leg in this 4-hour that we know is probably going to push, and it does, right? We get the 30-minute manipulation. We get this. Like, even if you looked at it like this, right? If you looked at it like this, you're like, oh, fuck, we should long to this high. But if you look at it like this, there's no reason to long. Absolutely none. So you're taking a continuation of a pre-established high. And that's really all you need for a continuation, right? You don't even need to wait for here. Because not only is that not really like, it's a continuation, but you're in late at this point. Right? You don't catch any R. Right? You're in late. But up here you're not. You can take this down to here. pretty damn simple. I mean, yes, it gets confusing when you don't look at it from an outward perspective. If this candle is so bearish that it's willing to close past all of these, and not only that, but close past all of these without even a retracement on the 15-minute, right? Look at this. Our trend line liquidity. If we were going to reject, we would reject there. We're not going to reject in the next 4 hour. We would have rejected right there, and we didn't. So you're playing off this candle, and then you're playing off the next formation of the candle, right? Maybe not as high time frame. Maybe you're not catching the top like the daily, but you're still doing the exact same thing with this holding, right? And not only that, but we get a bunch of weird like SMT things up here where you're like, okay, like this is really, you know, starting to look like something's wrong with, you know, longs basically. If we keep rejecting and we sweep and have good displacement, this is the top of the 4 hour. Like it'd be really nice to be able to explain this in a mechanical way, but you just can't. Right? You're playing off. It's so damn simple. The only thing that's not simple about this is clicking the button when you see the rejection. Right? That's where there's hesitation. That's where there's confusion. That's when you're wondering, like, okay, like, am I doing the right thing right now? But then you go back to the 4 hour and you look at this candle right here. Right? If we wanted to push all the way back up right here, it would have happened way, way, way earlier into the pre-market type thing. One second. Do you take it, Ty? No, I already took the trade this one. So I didn't take that. Like today, high time frame, clear vision, not too long, but I was stuck in the low time frame and still long, so it makes sense. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know how many fucking times I've done that? A million, a billion. A billion times. Genuinely. Over the last 3.5 years I've been trading, I've done that more times than I've probably fucking wiped my ass. And then there's going to be a point where you ask yourself, like, yo, am I going to keep making this mistake or am I not going to keep fucking making the mistake? And you're going to fix this one, and then a new mistake is going to show up. And after that new mistake shows up, you have to have, you know, the mental clarity and ability to retain information to where you stop making this mistake and you can work on the next mistake. But if you're working on the next mistake and this falls through, then you're back to fucking square one. And no one wants to be back to fucking square one. It sucks. So it's like, how many times are you guys going to keep making the same mistake? I ask myself the same question every single day because there's still mistakes I make every day. Even if I took this, you know, it's like, okay, well, I could have, you know, entered higher if I had that much conviction. Or I could have waited a little bit longer and then just played smaller stops. Or if I didn't blow my funded accounts last week, then I wouldn't be on evals and this trade would have made me $30,000. You know? Like, there's nuances that are going to constantly show up and not just happen on the fucking candlesticks, but the decisions you make according to what the candlesticks are telling you, like, it might not even be an analysis issue because you fucked up last week on your analysis, so now you've put yourself in a damn pit for this upcoming week. Like, that's just what's, like, it's what's going to happen. It's gonna, like, bro, this shit is the hardest fucking shit you're ever going to do in your whole entire life. Right? There's nothing harder than this, I'm telling you. Maybe there's some astrophysics, some bullshit like that, but ain't no one to do that gay ass shit. We're trying to make some bread, right? So, yeah, like it's like a lot of what happened today. I mean, like I said, Sebastian, you know, he manned up to it. He said, like, You know, like I wanted us to have a bigger retrace. I wanted us to push up into this. Right? He's going to reflect on it. He's going to stay sidelined. He's going to go ahead and try to fix the mistake next time. And if he doesn't, then he has another opportunity to not blow his shit and then fucking get the trade the next time it happens. Especially when it's something like this where we actually dumped a million bazillion fucking points. Right? So if you are going to long this, you can write yourself off as a fucking retard. And that's fine because you can get smarter. You know how they have special ed classes? They have them for a reason. They're trying to get these people acclimated to the real fucking world. And you're going to try to acclimate yourself to this whole new language that you're fucking trying to learn that you obviously haven't learned yet. And it's gonna be like nothing you've ever dealt with. Right? And then you can like say all this bullshit, right? Of like, you know, well, I didn't think this and I didn't think that, but think what, bro? Like, I already thought I'd be a bazillionaire by now, but I'm not, right? So something in my reality isn't lining up with my mentality, and that is something that has to be focused on, right? If you're a fucking trader, then you have to act like one. And like I said, I still deal with this every fucking day. Like, it's not like you make $100,000 and that doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're going to continuously make money. Like, this is a market where it's like, you know, there's weeks where it's like, fuck, like I have no idea what's going on. And the only thing you can do is like keep trying. Like it's so hard to do. It's actually extremely fucking hard to do. Like it's never will be easy, and that's fine. That's fine, bro. Seb won a long now, bro. Like is it, bro? You're not gonna long this, dude. And if we somehow do long, then you are retarded because you are going against like the whole frame of what's going on. Right? We have this mega bearish candle. Yes. Maybe we put in a top wick on this candle, right? And you can catch along to some weird ass high that we put in this morning. But guess what? If you take a loss right here, and then you see a retracement and you push back up, you're going to take another loss. Because if this doesn't deliver, then it's not going to. But if we put in a like candle all the way up here on the day, and we open New York tomorrow and have some sort of manipulation, and you see that daily candle fucking dumping, then you're like, damn, I just made 2R last night, risked my $500 on my account to make $750 when you literally could have waited basically a time skip, go to bed, and you're not even waiting that long because you're just closing your eyes and waking back up, then you can catch the whole move down. Right? Which is going to probably move fucking faster. Because if it's aligned with the higher time frame and we push, then that's where the volume is going to push us. Like the longs that happen here, right? There probably will be some sort of longs, whether we resweep this, whether we don't, whether we just push to this high. It's going to be so much more choppy and so much more shit than if we do. And if it does, then we come up here and we are going to displace the opposite way so quick. Like it's going to be, you're just going to be sitting there looking at yourself like, holy shit, I just put mental capital into this. Right? Every time you place a trade, you are putting stress on yourself. Correct? So let's make this as easy as possible on ourselves and just wait. Let's make it as easy as we can. Right? And that doesn't mean that you need to oversimplify things. That doesn't mean you have to overcomplicate things. But like take what's going on and let's try to adapt. Like it's like you guys are obviously in here for a reason, you know? And and then like this shit matters to you. And I've been in these calls before multiple hundreds of times asking questions and not understanding what the answers were given. But that's because no matter what I tell you guys, unless you actually go ahead and look at the market live time and literally have your hands like this and put it under your butt and watch without taking a trade, that's the only way. It's genuinely the only way, bro. Like you literally just you can't, bro. Ty used to be a teacher. Yes, bro. I was in the first or the second fucking one, bro. I spent
You're in the
$3,000
second one.
and didn't learn anything because that fucking retard doesn't even know how to trade.
Doesn't.
And
He can
made
trade
and he's
like
and 1,000%
minutes.
he's made money trading, right? Like I believe that he's made money trading. But do I think it's to the point or the extent or to the caliber that he says? Probably not. And that's fine, bro. Let him he made his fucking bag. You just don't want to be a victim to some bullshit like that. Right? Someone promised you a one-on-one mentorship and you're in there with 500 other people and all you can do is type and chat. And that's why when I first started making shit on Instagram, I'm like hating on everyone because the one-on-one mentorships, they can be great, but only for a certain extended period of time. You have 200-300 people in the Discord, and that mentorship can't physically be one-on-one anymore. Right? So it's not the fact that a one-on-one mentorship is inherently bad. It's the fact that the way it's advertised is it's a fucking lie. You know? That's like not, and it doesn't even have to do with anything about the charts, but you being a victim to some bullshit like that, you're gonna be a victim to a lot more things on NASDAQ. You're gonna get raped way fucking harder than $2,500 or $3,000, however much that shit was. And that's really just.
You have to get.
That's simple, dude. It's that fucking simple.
Yeah, but I mean, you can keep getting raped, bro. You can get raped forever and just not learn, bro. You just have to actually ask yourself these questions.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
what's gonna like actually like make you learn or not is whether you're really fucking trying. Because there's been so many times where you can sit down with yourself and be like, yo, am I actually trying my best, dude? Like, am I actually trying my best? And like 99% of the time when I make mistakes, I can look back and be like, damn, like I wasn't trying my best. I was rushing into it. I was, being greedy. I was being overprotective, underprotective. I couldn't walk away. I couldn't turn off my laptop. I had an overtrading problem. I still have an overtrading problem, guys. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, there's still trades that I could not be taking, right? And that's just going to fuck up your bell curve of how much money you make, right? You can still make a lot of money by overtrading, taking those few losses, but those other few losses getting diminished, like, by your discretion, basically, by you not taking them, is what's going to inevitably, like, get you to, like, where you're, like, green, you know? And if you get fucked for a week, then what are you going to do, dude? You get fucked, and you try your best the next week. But if you're going into the next week being like, damn, I suck at trading and I'm getting fucked, you're just going to keep getting fucked. I used to have this thing where, like, when I was actually over trading to the point where I was blowing accounts and, like, I couldn't make profits, I would wake up every day, write in my fucking journal, I'm a profitable trader, I'm not going to overtrade, I'm not going to do all this bullshit, and then fucking write and market open and my account would already be blown 5 minutes in. And I did it for a year. Multiple years. I did it on fucking paper. I couldn't even stick to one trade a day on paper.
Oh no, guys, you can't do that.
Yeah, bro. I fucking wrote that whiteboard in April. You know? And a lot's changed since then. A lot can fucking change really fucking quick.
What do you guys think is y'all's biggest problem? Like, put it in the chat. What do y'all think is like stopping y'all from making money?
Bro.
I hope like some of y'all like know a little bit, I mean, I'd hope you would know why you're not making bread. Or some sort of
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, Anthony, like what I already said prior to this, like, yes, these longs have a probability to play. They have a probability, especially this 930 open, right? That is a draw for sure. It is one.
Overtrading. Yeah, I
But
used to be.
if we are this bearish,
Yeah,
do you want to risk the mental capital of putting on a trade on this upside when chances are, right? It's not 100%, but chances are that this is going to just be the manipulation, right? This is going to be this will be a wick tomorrow. Right? Like if we push all the way up here on the daily, that will be a wick and we will be fucking dumping. And if we don't, then I was wrong. But it's just what usually happens, right? Yes, we're at the bottom of this range. Yes, there's an order block right here. You know, we could continue. But we also couldn't. And it's just like
trading.
you know, it's it's not worth it in my eyes.
So I was stuck over trading for like a whole fucking month straight. And the whole reason was just because I was taking stabs at like stupid ass, little ass, mid ass trades. And then from there, it just spirals. So, if you have to just put your finger on like literally the full port button, dude, you to enter a trade, like don't take anything that's not worth fucking full porting. Obviously, it's hard to see what's actually full port worthy. But anything that's, not aligned with the higher time frame, bro, just fade the whole thing, dude. Like right now, like Ty's saying, bro, these longs back up. Like there's no point in putting on risk there. Anytime you put on risk, bro, it's just hurting yourself if it's not something that's high probability or something that you're not fully confident in. When you take something like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this with $200, see how it fucking plays, then you lose on that, then you fucking tilt. And it just goes in a cycle over and over again. So if there's nothing, bro, then just be a fucking chud and just stay off the charts. You just gotta do less. Everyone says do less, but what does that actually mean? It's just, bro, just don't take
And guess
shit
what?
that's
And
not
and
helpful.
guess what? And guess what? Sorry to interrupt you, but when you start making money, the same shit will happen again, right?
You'll get back in that cycle.
The first 2 weeks of July, I made $44,000, right? Like I made $44,000 in the 2 weeks of July. I ended up blowing like 8K in evals the rest of the 2 weeks, and then I'm down another like 4K in evals in the last like week or two because I was like trying to scale up. And not only was my ego getting ahead of me for scaling up because I made so much money with such a little investment, and I thought that I could do it again and fucking push,
500.
$200,000 this month if I had 5 times the amount of accounts. But it's just different now. Now I actually have to worry about money. Now I actually have money I have to worry about. Trying to protect capital, right? It's just so much more stressful. And the thing is you can have a set of 5 top step 150s, 5 lucid 150s, and actually push 50K months. And it costs $1,000 to buy those, right? So if I just stuck to what I was doing, then the last 3 sets of accounts would have only been 3K instead of like 12. But it wasn't. And it's fine. Like I'll eat that to the face and I'm going to go ahead and try to get better at trading. Like that's really all you can do at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it happens,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, bro, like you go on the crazy win streaks and you get ahead of yourself. Right? It sucks to lose. The reason I blew so much money is I blew like fucking 4 or 5K just in TPT resets in July, and then another like 2K in Tradeify, and then I blew a stack of like 2 or 3 stacks of Lucid, Tradeify, Top Step, fucking TPTs, all copy traded, and you get fucked. You get fucked. That's the thing, Polo. It's like I had a 4K month with one 50K account, right? My first month of being profitable, quote unquote. The next month I made 18K with 3 accounts. And then the next month I was like down 6. Because every single time you try to scale up, you're going to like get to the point where it's like, okay, like my mental is really being tested now. And yeah, I mean that's just it. You just keep going, bro. I mean you just keep going. That's the only thing you can do. try not to rinse yourself too hard so you can pay rent the next month.
Need to just take solo losses. What?
It's fucking like anti-anxiety.
Oh no.
I mean,
That
Anthony,
would
obviously the reason that you have a lot of anxiety is you take so many damn trades. And like obviously we've been talking about it, and you like fucking have changed your style a lot, you know, to where it's like a little bit less high trade frequency. But like I said, like you were profitable trading the 15-second and made a shit ton of money. But at the same time, it's like if it works on the 15-second, then it also works on the daily and the hourly. And why wouldn't you just want to take that one trade and risk a shit ton of money rather than putting on 15, 20 trades in 1 week and being super fucking stressed?
Yeah, you can definitely
bro.
feel.
Yeah, exactly. You do the exact same thing, except you wait for like happen on like the 5 minute. And maybe you're still getting like 15-minute, like 2 or 3 trades a day, but that's, you know, a lot better than taking 10 trades a day. Yeah, you can trade you can trade the hourly, bro. Like that's so
Hourly.
valid.
Dude.
Trading the hourly candle, bro. Trade the PO3 on the fucking 5 minute of the hourly candle. Where's the next hourly gonna
Take
go?
the fucking 4-hour candle PO3 every time. Would be probably less stressful.
Way less stressful. And then you know exactly when to get in and when not to get in.
And you're not gonna get stopped out in fucking 2 minutes or hit TP in 2 minutes. It's gonna be like nice. You're gonna fucking be in that for a little longer, bro.
Be a little longer, but guess what happens when you're in trades that are for a little bit longer?
Balls get
What happens? You're in trades a little bit longer and you're waiting and you're patient. You take a trade like this, right? And you actually want to take it to, you know, the draw, which would be here. And it's, you know, you have the opportunity, you know, you just got fucking moved alive with Top Step and you risk 2 bands on this shit and you're making 50K. Right? All it takes is that one trade.
Trade off of that.
Right? And then all of a sudden you have $50,000 in your bank account and you can just keep doing it. The thing is you don't have to scale up, right? Because look at what you just did with one set of accounts. And that's something that I'm, you know, consistently trying to tell myself also. No, I don't sleep when I take overnight trades. It sucks. It's hard to sleep for sure. I have fallen asleep on big trades.
It's impossible to sleep. You can sleep like 2 hours.
You believe Toucan even play Drake headline, stared at the sky? I blew 30K in May, which would have been like my 3rd profitable month, and I fucked myself.
Let's take ashwagandha. Are you in this shit right now?
Yeah, he is.
The Longington? 4-hour
I mean, it makes sense. It's valid. It's just like at the end of the day, you know.
You're catching the retrace.
Catching the retrace.
Here the key level.
You push up here, right? There's not really much that's holding us from this, and we push up here.
Just this weekly, but like look at the daily. Look at the daily. It's so good.
The daily, it's just like, bro, like it's like, what if we just tap this right here, and go down?
And then just yeah.
Right, because we don't really know what the fuck's going on right here. We need to do shit.
We need
tap this and we push down, which is the order block, which is the highest time frame order block, which if it's the highest time frame, chances are that's going to be the one that we're going to want to focus on the most. And then we push back down. And then you try to long again after we push down back here. And because you're so stuck on these highs.
Daily on ES just looks like it wants to go down. Breaker block 2.
It all just looks sus. I mean, yeah, look at ES. It's not fucking doing shit. Right? ES just closed into this gap past this.
Yeah. There ain't no CRT no more, boy.
That's not
breaker blocks.
You don't want to catch the fucking CRT back up to this high when a higher time frame is telling us, you know, we want to go lower.
That's why you overtrade, because you have no discipline. Dude. Dude, no, dude, gooning don't have much to do with it, but you can stop gooning. It's not too good for you. It's no clarity or pre-nut delusion.
You're a fucking retard.
You're
Oh
really-
god, dude, I can't.
and it's hilarious.
Oh, dude. Fuck.
Enough, show your Enough. Actually, watch this.
Let's see what Anup's been a recently activity. Wordle 1 day ago and Blockbuster
Anup.
8 days ago.
Yo, what's up?
Oh gosh, dude. Hey, Anna.
Yo, what's up?
Dude, are you gonna lock in or what?
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna lock in for sure.
You have to, bro.
We're gonna have to get you 100K in the next next year, dude.
100%.
Have to,
We
bro.
won't lock. Shit. Oh shit.
You just
You
buy
mean,
one
Anthony?
account at a time, and as soon as you get, the couple, fucking payouts that you need. What's crazy is Sebastian saw everything that I did, and I fucking was so close to bigger payouts, like 3 times from January to March. And I blew like a 6 to 8K payout multiple times, and I bought one account and did what I needed to do on one account, and I got a payout within the next week, and then it just spiraled. All it took was just one time.
Oh, what the fuck did you send, dude?
Dude, I fucking can't, bro. I know you're
Bro,
trolling, but I fucking can't.
He has to be trolls. It has to be trolls. We just
Oh,
ignored
fuck,
it.
dude. Alright. Anup said his piece, bro. I'm moving you back to the audience. You don't want to talk to us, but it's fine,
He's
dude.
locked.
It's fine. It's just like, bro, a question I ask myself every day is, do I really want this shit? You know? I hope if you took a long right now that you get fucking raped,
Honest.
is what I hope.
I'm waiting for New York.
I'm
bro.
sorry. I'm waiting for New York at this point too.
Bro, you've done-
Because there's nothing. There's
just don't know.
nothing. There's literally
don't know.
nothing.
You just don't know what's going on. You don't know, but you just fucking wait for more information, bro. And you wake up in New York and there's gonna be so much
put in a low and a high on the day first, right?
There's gonna be so much structure in New York, and you're just gonna be like, all right, either this is straight ass or
There's gonna be
let's run
so
it.
much structure in New York.
We fucking 12 hours of fucking structure, bro. So much. Just let it all play. Just jerk off the rest of the night.
We already put our low. Yeah, bro. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. And you're just longing into another point of resistance right here. Right. And if you were going to take this long, you better have taken it literally right here.
Right at the bottom. You have to just catch the soup on that. And then you either break even or you're rich.
Bro, that IRL tie? That IRL thank you? Are you saying tie or saying thank you?
Low resistant.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to talk about this.
Yes, we do have low resistance. Yes, we might be able to push up to here. The thing is how many times are you going to get stopped out trying to long to this high?
How do you know this is the bottom, guys? Are y'all... If we had like the most perfect fucking key level, the rebalance.
Right? You want to play the order block, you want to play the rejection block, you want to see where the next point is rejecting tough. Look at these candle closures.
Kind of high, maybe see a weekly gap. Yeah, I do think we go lower. Retrace and we failed it.
If we retrace and fail to hit that low. No, I mean, that zone makes sense, Anthony, but wouldn't it make more sense to short out of that? Right?
We still haven't broken structure to the upside anyway, so like nothing's happened.
Yeah, like
Not
I
really,
said.
no.
Right? Anthony, wouldn't you just rather short out of that and then go to fucking bed and just goat up?
Long to fast, short unfunded. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Open OTE indicator. Ty said it's the weekly. The weekly is maxed.
We did take it, right? We did take this previous week. But guess what? We took it on Tuesday. We took this on Tuesday, the second day, and we had 500 points lower. Right? If you want to play the week, then you would expect like this to happen later on.
This just shows me that we want to fucking sell off until the rest of the week.
We are also overextended heavily. Look
You're
at the
talking about
monthly and tell me we're
the upside
overextended.
Upside, or
You want to look at the monthly range? Look at where we're overextended. Where are we overextended from, huh? Are we overextended to the upside potentially? On the monthly? Are we overextended right here, you know?
He's talking about Tuesday, bro. Oh my god. Yes, bro. We can push back up to back into the range. But like we said, bro, the shorts are probably gonna be better tomorrow.
Right? Look at this volume. And look at this volume. Honestly, the best thing to do right here at this moment in time is just to wait. To see if we break back above this or we break lower. We're right
Yes,
in
bro.
the
We
middle.
have into CRT bullshit, all this shit, but you have to just take with what you're given right now. Whatever you're given is nothing for us to. Nothing's high probability. Yeah, just fucking wait. If you want a 1-to-1 fucking.
Like, yeah, we took previous day low. We took previous week low, you know, pretty early on. There's definitely a chance that we go ahead and flip out of here. But just what is this telling us? No one ever is gonna, like, I don't give a fuck. You think fucking the best trader of all time is not, like, they're not lying against this right here. Maybe we want to draw back into EQ, right?
Discretion is the key to profitability. I mean, bro, you just build discretion on, these concepts that we're talking about and what the market shows you.
But it's like, look at, you know, you guys want to sit here and say this. Honestly, the short-term play for me would have just keep following the trend. Find something that we're going to reject off of. What do we reject off of? Previous fucking open.
Short it right now.
And you fucking short it. Like, you short the fuck out of this. There's nothing telling you that we're going to go higher. Right? This little short down to this high is way higher probability than the long. And I think that both of them are shit.
That's how you know, get off the charts.
Right? Like, look at that 30-minute candle and actually just everyone long. Full port this. You know? Like, come on.
What we still got? Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, what's today? Tuesday?
It's
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Thursday, and Friday, right? We have so much time. Bro, short it.
It's like, come on, bro. Chances are on days like this is what we'll do is we'll go like this for the rest of the day. Until tomorrow. Push up into something and then maybe London come up here and then, sweep this out, boom, and go down. Right? But you're going against literally what everything is telling you. This is how you pass accounts.
JJ, what were you saying you're scared to enter trades?
This shit is how you pass accounts. I mean, yeah, you can pass an account on this trade.
What do you mean? Like, what do you be thinking?
This
Why
is
aren't you
also
entering?
5 fucking points.
Wait, that's 5 points?
It's 5 points. Oh, I'm on yes. $40 points comparatively to the fucking 40.1 minute candles we were getting this morning. You know? 43 points. You know? I don't know, bro. It's definitely... You can play this both ways, right? Like, yes, this could be a CRT. We could go back to the opening price of this leg and push up. Or we could be following the trend. There's 2 things that might happen. The thing is...
I can't hear anything.
Do we really know? Yeah. I would have my setup then whenever it's playing out. I wait for something more because I'm too afraid to lose account. Buy cheaper accounts. That's all I can say, Paintard. And get a job if you don't have one. Well, if your account's $60 and you're scared to risk 30, then you're fucked. Because I was risking $1,000 when I had $1,200 to my name, you know? That's perfect, bro. Lucid 600 DLL is $50, bro. You can't even blow the account in one day if you tried.
God damn. I thought we were gonna make it through with that.
What's up with you, Sebastian? Your shit's all fucked again? Most people usually blow that shit off, smooth off. Yeah, I don't give a fuck though. You guys aren't most people, right? If you want to lump each other into most people, then you might as well just stop, bro. Because most people don't make any money trading ever.
What's your balance at? What's your balance at? JJ. 800.
And what, you want to get a $500 payout?
Yeah, he's on a 25K.
Yeah. And you're fine, bro.
So
you fucking
chilling.
Keep trading normally. Need more
Don't think.
winning
Okay,
days?
don't think.
If you need
don't,
a $150
don't think about
winning day, how much do you need for a 25K account? $100?
Needs like.
Then you just wait for a couple good setups. You risk 100. Say you make 200 your first trade, right? Now you're already to the 1,000.
No, Polo. Don't take Polo's advice. Just going strictly 1-on-1 on some bullshit. You just
You don't
wait
need
for
to do
good
some
trades.
strictly.
Don't think about winning trades. Winning
Don't
days,
think about the 1-on-1, bro. It's too stressful.
Don't think about one the 1R or winning days. Just trade normally till you're eligible. Or pollo. It's pollo. It's definitely pollo. It's definitely pollo. It's either good trade or ass.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was that easy to tell, but, you know.
Yeah.
It's just really what it is, boys. You gotta try really hard. And you gotta answer questions, bro. You always answer questions, bro.
Bro, pollo.
The thing is a lot of you guys aren't paying even enough attention to your trading to actually answer, like, ask the questions. You don't even know what question to ask because you don't even know what's fucking wrong. It's like, come on, dude. And then you guys will ask some stupid ass fucking question like, what should I do? I'm at 800 and I need to make 1,000. I don't know, make $200 more. Come on, dude. Let's focus on some shit that actually matters, bro. If you blow this account, it doesn't really fucking matter, because if you blow this one, you know, then it wasn't meant to be. It really wasn't.
You have to ask questions that actually have to do with your trading, bro.
You guys are fried, bro. It's chill. It's chill. That's it, bro. It's 8 o'clock, bro. I gotta finish eating dinner.
Gotta blow account to earn the ability to blow money.
Yeah, the OBS file got a little bit fucked up, so I had to restart it, but I'm gonna go and clip these things together and then I'll upload them. So, appreciate you guys for joining. Sincerely. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.
Later.